Good afternoon, and welcome to the February Blazing 236 Guilty Gear Strive Tournament. I am your tournament official, Sword of Destiny. I am also casting today and competing today. I'm in danger. I mean, what? Anyway, so we're just waiting for the last bit of check-in to happen. I'm going to double check on that, see if we have any stragglers. Let me just hit my bracket button here. Alrighty. Let me maximize this. Okay. Alrighty. Bear with me, I don't use challenge that often, so I'm like, wait, did I push all the buttons right? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and process the check-in results, and it will generate the bracket, so I believe it will take out anyone who didn't show up. Yep, like it did. Alrighty. So, those of you that are competing, I will be posting the room code in the matchups channel momentarily. Give me just a moment here. So I do need Panda Player 2 and Adalor to join the room. And I'm going to go ahead and get into the spectate area to hear the awesome Guilty Gear Strive noises of click, click, click. At least I'm not communicating with server, because I already did that already. No. Going ahead and clicking stop the tournament. I'm just going to give the competitors just a moment. I guess I can ping people too. Let's do that. Alright, we have Adalor. Adalor, you're going to be on the right side of the screen, and Panda Player 2, you are on the left once you get in. So please use the one that I'm on so that I can do stuff. Oh, I need to update this real quick. And, yeah. Save that. Alright. Forgot to hit that button. But anyway. Alrighty. Whenever you two are ready, we can go ahead and get started. Yep. I'm going to turn the music down just a hair. There we go. Alright, so this first match we have Panda Player 2 versus Adalor. Mankind knew they could not change society. I mean, cannot change society. Looks like it's, well, I saw the Nagoriyuki. Oh, there we go. We've got Ino versus Nagoriyuki. I can words. Good. I do appreciate letting us... Yeah, those are really nice. Alright, got a couple of slots. The big wave has hit twice in a row. Yeah, that's the nice mix-up there from Nagoriyuki. Not mix-up, I can words. I will be throwing out random fighting word terms that I don't understand yet because I'm still learning the game. But anyway, got some good pressure coming from Panda Player over here on the right. I want to ride the big tree, countered by Nagoriyuki. See, I always hate fighting Ino because she's just so... You think she's running at you, but no, she's underneath you, and she's going to hit you with the red RC. She's going to hit you in the corner, and you're going through the wall. There comes the entrance. Ino's start is just so strong because you just don't. She can jump up and dash at you. If you decide to jump up, she can throw chemical love at you. No, I think chemical love. Or she can jump up and just dive bomb you. Like, this corner game is strong too. Oh, nice grab to get out of the corner, and now Ino's gonna be careful because she's in the corner against a big beefy man. Oh, burst coming through here, and that's the round for Adelor. So we've got 1 round to 1 round. We will take this first match. First hit goes to Nagoriyuki, and for that counter hit, right, the big tree comes through. And they're kind of playing footsies, but Nagoriyuki gets the better of it by playing footsies with a sword. Counter comes through. Ino is stuck in the corner, but Nagoriyuki drops the combo, getting a bit pressured down. Here comes out the burst. Nice perfect block there. Nagoriyuki's got to watch his... Oh, there's the round. Adelor takes the first round of the tournament. Bear with me just a moment. A little bit of TO stuff going on in the background. Alrighty, looks like we had Nagoriyuki take round 1 of the second match. Getting some pressure going here. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm doing everything today, so it's a little off-center. Alrighty. And, surprise, surprise, I have a co-caster coming in to save me! Everyone meet Night Kiwi, who will also be playing in the tournament, so we'll make sure that when we're fighting, we're not casting. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it looks like... Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But she just... Yep. Yeah. There's that red RC into the wall. Is he going through the wall? He goes through the wall! Landed that last chemical love to send it through the wall. And Nagoriyuki on the... They're actually equal HP. Okay, they were equal HP. But then Nagoriyuki hit her with the sword. Yeah. Yeah, it's an overhead. Yep. Oh, he grabbed it with the grab. Oh, I believe that's the first round of match 3. It's 2-1. I mean, 2-0 Adelor right now. What's that? Yeah, it could be that. Hold on. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's nice. Well, you could get in the room and watch it spectating. Yeah. Oh, the empty burst. Oh no. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'll stream it in Discord until you can get in the room. Oh. Yeah, I have you turned up 200% in Discord, so it's the desktop audio I'm gonna change here. Let's see, I've got that maxed. It's weird, is it not? It's weird, it's not. Oh, yeah, that is the third round. So that was now it is 2-1. It helps if I actually have the right audio device selected. See, I took out one of my interfaces at 2. So y'all probably weren't getting the game noises at all at anything.
Oh goodness, just had the actual music earlier, and that's it. Dang, I had wasted all that great commentary that you were replying to the whole time. Let me tell you, it's expert tier commentary. Someone who has commentated exactly 2 things in their life. Unless you count Let's Play videos from when back in 2014, but that is no time for 2014, because right now in the present, Nagoriyuki is going in on Ino. Holy cow. And, oh, the reversal.
You're still 5 seconds behind. I like
oh, yeah, I am. I haven't been able to get in spectate games, so I'm just watching the live stream. Let's see if I can... Oh, yeah, no, Discord.
Yeah.
Oh,
what? Double KO!
Oh! What happens here? Nagoriyuki. Oh, quick blow. That's going to get instant damage up early, and that is very quick.
Yeah, that is half of Reno's life bar already gone. Now, Reno's back here.
Yeah, that's the thing about Nagoriyuki, is if you're going against him, you have to be very careful on the defensive, because as soon as he gets one hit, he is able to combo into 4 different specials, but that doesn't matter now, as it goes through the wall.
We have the meter advantage going towards Ino right now. And look at the counter, I think...
They gotta be very careful about that.
Are we going to... We're going to game 5.
We're going to game 5? That's crazy. That was a very quick last round of that set. That was incredible. All right, one more matchup, and we're going to game 5.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo! Ino Blonde does something to me. Very different look than normal. But that's a gold mask also does something for me. All right, Nagoriyuki, what are you doing here with the very quick blow? There's a lot of what?
I said the colors of Nagoriyuki are really cool. I really like
I saw someone praising them in chat earlier, and there are some really good color palettes for this. The only ones I don't like are the ones that change a certain color palette of his, and it makes me feel a little uncomfortable. Besides that, it's fine. A pervasive issue of all Guilty Gear Strive and Arc Sys games in general, but it's, hey! Ino's getting some good damage off of Nagoriyuki. They're very even this round. Ooh, any second now. Anywhere, one more hit, and that is the first round of this last match.
Going over to Nagoriyuki. All right.
All right, duel 2, let's rock. Let's see it go. Very quick stroke the tree. It is not ride the tree, by the way. Ride the tree is, the move of Mercenary Tao from Dragon Ball. Oh, quick, get out of there, but not quite enough.
Are we going to go
not
to
grab?
Oh, here comes the Stimper. Is he going to land? Is he going to land? Is he going to land? I think they're pushing buttons. They're pushing buttons. It's not going to kill, but it's going to even up.
It's going to even up a lot more. Not quite enough, but hey, either of these characters can get very quick damage off and do all of that belt bar.
That empty burst is going to cost her. And that's the match.
And that is is that the whole set?
No. Yeah, that's the set. That is the set. That was...
Wow, that was a lightning fast set at the end. It's incredible how quick this game goes, and I've seen a lot of people who've called this game a very balanced, unbalanced game, where they say they hate going against literally every character in this game, and I can understand that with games like that, where Nagoriyuki is able to just take your whole health bar in one hit. It's crazy.
Yep, and... next announcement is the next round is me, Sword of Destiny, versus Draco. I'm gonna turn off the Discord.
All right.
So you are in the place to where you can actually watch it.
Yeah, I'm currently in to go through.
I will be on the left side, Draco. You'll be on the right.
And do you just want to mute your microphone?
Yeah, give me a second to mute in both the Discord and this. So.
Okay, definitely. That's really funny. Yeah, definitely. It's important to make sure that the casting is actually able to happen here. All right. So every character is brain dead and broken, except that's every character in the game. There are a few characters who have a little bit more brains than others, but overall, it is a lot of the same kind of. You have your one combo, you stick to it. The biggest brain dead character I've ever seen is going to be Soul Bad Guy. Not because he doesn't have combos, but because he's just this character that no matter what string of combinations you're doing an insane amount of damage. Now we're going to Sword of Destiny versus Zedorith. Kai Kisuke. Kai Kisuke is going to be an incredibly offensive matchup versus Fred Sword of Destiny, which he has had trouble with in the past, being able to get out of these very oppressive positions in the corner. And right now it seems that's true today, as they take an insane amount of damage. I am not looking forward to going against this guy later on if I have to. But the quick ram damage is going to go through and get. That's the one advantage with ram, is that they're able to get really quick damage off. But it doesn't matter with the little poke of the sword. Little Marth forward B right there to go through and take this match up there. Let's see the next duel, see if they can get anything back. Let's see if they get a good early lead. Good 6P, that's a 6P aerial piece. That is one advantage that Ram has, that no matter where you are, if you're against the wall, those Ps are coming so fast, you can wall break just off of that. It's really crazy. But looks like it's a slightly more even matchup this time, but Kai Kisuke is able to keep up an incredible offensive. Zedorith doing very good at keeping up the offense, but the very quick moves off Sword of Destiny. Johnson able to go through and really quickly turn everything around, and hopefully they can go through and get a little bit more. But their footing's getting a little bit disrupted by this Kai Kisuke's great movement. Zedorith going through and keeping incredible spacing. Just, the wall break, sealing the game for game 1. So we still got to remember this is a 3 out of 5 game, so there's still going to be a lot more going on. But this is the first match of this set. Let's see how this goes going forward. Very quick rematch. That's awesome. Love to see it. All right. Let's see what happens here with this move. And okay, the very quick punish after that immediate aggression. Sometimes you got to be careful against Kai Kisuke. Go and head back, but then they get you in the corner where they want to impress you even more. It's a very difficult position to be into as a Ramblethal. You have to take advantage of that range. It seems like Sword Destiny Johnson is not able to do that. It seems like Zedorith is very unfamiliar with going against Ramblethal, though I don't know him personally. I assume he's going to get a lot of them in the ladder. Though I imagine there's a lot more Vikings lately, but it doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, going really quickly into the next life. Hopefully this next duel will go well for Sword Destiny. And he goes through and tries to use that long range advantage, but he perfectly spaces it out. This Zedorith really knows what he's doing against Ramblethal, it seems. Hopefully that they can get some sort of advantage here to go through and get one hit off of Zedorith, which is a big combo. I know Sword Destiny's been labbing out a lot of combos, but sometimes it's very hard to get it out of your head in combo land, where you're just trying to play defensive, and as you try to go through an attack, you just cannot transition to that combo mode. It's a very difficult thing to do, and unfortunately that seals out game 2. That was very fast. Oh my goodness. Okay, well let's hope we can get a reverse sweep here to get something interesting for him, but we'll see how this goes. All right, duel 1 going in again with Ramblethal going through and trying to do that long slash. Just not enough to go through and get anything with that quick jump. Hopefully we can get a few 6Ps in here to go through and mix up Kai Kisuke a little bit. But the Kai Kisuke is just a specific character who has very few negative frames on his hits. You need to be very specific about getting exactly the right move to counter. Like that one. That one with the overhead kick. That is very easily counterable 6P if you're blocking. But if you're in the middle of a combo in that burst, you are going to go down. And unfortunately, that seems to be the case for our lovely Ramblethal, who is now down. Our poor host getting, unfortunately, pretty one-sidedly destroyed by Zedorith. Hopefully Zedorith can go through and maybe ease up a little bit. He's still the host, you know. But no, do not ease up. This is for the glory, the honor of having your icon on the server be your character for a little while, which is always a little nice. But then, the reverse super did not quite get enough for it. That's usually something to catch a lot of players off guard, but usually considered a bit of a noob trap. Unfortunately, it seems like Zedorith is a bit better than that to go through and fall for that. But that grab to go through and do that, these quick bits of damage from, of course, Destiny Sword of Johnson? That's not quite right. Going through with a really quick move. That the lows, never ready for the lows to block in. This looks like it might be another wall break for Zedorith, which is going to be really lethal. And the low kick able to go through and seal out that round. Maybe this could be the start of some sort of momentum-based comeback for Sword of Destiny. We're going to see. That overhead kick is absolutely lethal. Not actually an overhead, by the way, though it looks like one. It's going to be still an absolutely incredible offensive tool for Kai Kisuke to take advantage of. And with Zedorith continuing to play a bit more on the defensive this round, seems like Sword of Destiny is able to get a very quick move over with the slashes and going to launch the sword. But it's going to take a while for that sword to get back. There it is. Hopefully they can move to a combo, transition into something. No, they got caught up in their dust combo, and unfortunately weren't able to do it. Drop the combo and get punished hard for it. That whiff is going to cost them a lot. Can they go and bring it back at all for this last round of this set? Maybe get another match 4? No, it looks like Xandereth closes out for this third match. So it looks like Xandereth is going to move on. Congratulations, Xandereth.
Like
Good
I'll
job.
win this time.
All right, we're sort of who's the next match. Is it me? I don't know. I'm fighting a bear? Oh no. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully I can go through and get something. Does anyone know what he plays? Oh no. Oh, is he a chip main? Oh no. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, which side am I on? Oh, that's the one hopeful. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong character. Hold on, sorry about that. This is my actual trick. I'm gonna lure them into thinking I'm playing one character, but I'm actually not. Okay, I'm gonna go mute now.
Probably helps if I unmute on the stream side too.
Yeah, I definitely want to unmute on the stream. That's important to make sure there's any commentary going on at all. All right, I'm gonna go mute now. You in the spectate?
I am indeed in spectate. Ready when y'all are.
All right, let's go.
Alrighty, so this is going to be Night Kiwi on Faust versus it's Kumo on Chips Enough. So we have Creepy Doctor versus Weed McWeed President.
Mankind Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ready? Already had the first shot from Kiwi. That pressure stops. Mix. And we got this Roger coming out. Who's up next? Here comes the meteor, though. Chip didn't see the meteor go up, and it came down, but we've got a reversal from Chip going into the corner here. Oh, nice flip. I believe Faust may be going to the wall soon. Nope, we dropped the top though. They both have the meteor. A lot of counter. Counter. Really good. Here comes the meteor, though. Let's block it. We'll get it from below. Here's the bomb. Chip's gonna get hit by the bomb. No, it's gonna end the round, and Faust's gonna get hit by the bomb after the round's over.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, there's a nice I believe it was a 16 to start it off with. Faust is a very weird man, so some people don't know what it is. Here comes the spike to Sarajik, sets with some water. Into the mix. Dip is just in this corner being pressured out. Trying to skip, he escapes the corner from the other side. Here's Logan hit from Sarajik. He is down, here comes. Over their head into the first Red RC. The lads are on the ground somewhere, but now Chip picks them up. Faust gonna get by the, no, he's blocking the lads. Faust in the corner here. One hit will do it. There it is. That is round 1. Going to keep.
Same time. Same.
Words are great.
Mankind Duel 1. Let's rock.
Go backwards. Oh, immediately hit on the rock. Chip is already at 3/4 HP, but that is blocked. Here comes the lads. He gets taken hit. Take the big hit from the lads. He does the counter hit off on to Faust. Overhead. Here goes the bird. Here goes the bird from Kiwi. He's out of pressure from Chip. He's getting all there. Chip missed the name of it. So he goes to the wall. That is half Faust's health bar. But let's see what happens here. He's getting pretty frustrated with the wall here, but Faust gets back. Blue RC was kind of there, but there goes the round. That is the first round of match number 2 going to Kiwi.
Duel 2.
Can this doctor be stopped? Sriracha again. This is the first hit of this round. Kiwi almost gets hit by his own bomb. Kiwi is not letting up on this pressure in the corner. Kiwi may be able to get out. No, he's still stuck in the corner. Chip is just not letting this pressure up. There it goes. Mini foul. The angered Mini foul. Has to block it. Sriracha does not connect. And Faust is back in the corner. He's trying to keep this Green Lee Doctor man in the corner. That didn't work. And he got hit. Here goes the Red RC into the combo. But he gets hit by his own bomb. Has a 50 burst in midair. Now flick next to the air. And Kiwi is in the other corner. And now he's out of the corner, but he's getting pressure across the round. And that is the first round for Chip in this match. Now it's anybody's match. Match point. Not round point, but match point. There. He's got the Sriracha. Oh, he gets hit by that. Almost gets scalpeled. There he gets scalpeled. Here comes the boys. We go over to Chips enough. Faust just kind of jumps over the lad. Another mini Faust. And that is this map. That is the end of this set. Second round. I'll figure out the terms eventually.
Duel
but,
1.
you know.
Let's rock.
Now 3-0. Are we gonna have another sweep? Oh, he gets the counter right up the back. There goes Chips first. Here's an empty first from Faust. And Chips got in the corner again. He's using a perfect block. Well, I mean, Faust is 19-3. He just might have more hits when he comes back. He's jumping on the ground here, and the lads are going for Chip, but they don't connect. Chip is hit by Mix and the Sriracha. And the perfect block means he is open here, but he doesn't get punished off of that. Getting back in the corner again. Oh! And here comes a chair! Oh,
Haven't lost yet. Duel 2.
would you like to put down Chip? Chip starting off with some great aggression, so he was straight at the corner. He gets counter hit trying to go through those walls. That's going to give a tension meter advantage to Chip stuff. He's getting a lot of meter very quickly, and here comes that ultimate. This is going to be the round. No, one more, but Faust needs that one hit. Is he going to get perfect in here? No. Here goes the Mix. Doesn't connect. But here comes the Sriracha. That connects. Alpha Blade does not connect. Sriracha connects. Gets mixed up a little bit. Oh. And the counter hit means that one is over. Now, for the last duel of this very epic duel. But Faust is already in the corner. Now, he gets out of the corner. Now thrown back into the corner. That's the first to get out there. Sriracha mix. Now Chip is in the corner. He's getting mixed up in the corner. By the mix it. More hit. Side Scarecrow gets him. Purple RC does not hurt. Respect the hustle. Sriracha does not connect. Chip's got to be in the corner again. Here comes the ultimate from Chip. Is this the round? Oh, it's down to one hit for Faust. And there it is. It is now 1-1 between these two competitors.
This is the power of a ninja.
That is the power of Cali
Duel
Bear.
1. Let's rock.
Already got a burst out from Kiwi. These two are trying to download each other. Block the overhead. Block this overhead. Block this overhead. Got a nice slap coming through from Faust. Rock comes out, but he gets punished. Jump away from that, and with his wiggle flip in the air. Alpha Blade. Over here with that was a heavy slash. Not quite sure. Oh hey, it's the oh, and he finishes it with the scalpel to the face. Okay, it's really chest, but anyway.
Duel 2.
It's so much louder than all the other pieces fly. Mini Faust is mad. Mini Faust connects. Here comes the lads. Coming for Kiwi, and the lads in the round. That is 2-1.
I am quivering in my boots.
Success.
Chip is very hard.
Yes, Chip is very hard. Wait. That was your second win, right?
That was third.
That was third? I can't count. All right. So that was 3-1, Night Kiwi. Or was it 3-0?
I was 3-1. I definitely lost one, for sure.
Okay. Go ahead and mark that on the challenge website, or I guess
Nope.
I can do that.
No, I can go do it. That's okay. You have to go through
Alrighty.
instead of everything else for the next round.
Yes, I do.
Who is next, by the way?
That's what I'm putting up right now. I should have put that up earlier. Save that.
Score.
Save.
There we go. Okay,
The
looks like this is
next-
going to be Deshamos versus Adalor.
Yes.
Unless you wanna
Deshamos
lose.
versus No, we're gonna go with round 2. We're gonna finish off the winners, and then we'll go to the losers. Because this way, I don't have to compete for a while.
There you go. No, absolutely. I agree with Adalor in chat that it is very easy to go through and lose track of time with the matchups, especially things like Ramlethal and Kaikisuke, where they could go lightning fast at times.
Oh yeah.
All right, Deschapo, what is slowly becoming a veteran to this. They've been around for a while with these tournaments here, with specifically Blazing 236.
Yeah.
Slowly
this is
getting
their
around. Have they
fourth
always
tournament?
played? Fourth tournament. Wow.
Yeah.
I wish I could see what character
took
they're
the
playing.
last-
Noriyuki's
It's Potemkin. At least they
Guys,
played
Potemkin?
Yeah, they played Potemkin last time.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, I remember that. Okay, yes, I do remember this, and I
Yeah. Did you
have been
run
increasingly
How
disappointed
many
every
times
day.
did you run into the Garuda Fire?
You know, there's only a certain amount of things that this brain can process at once with all the different characters in the game, and I try to go through and get ready for someone like Ramlethal, who's a very different playstyle versus one Potemkin. I do love that Potemkin little avatar though with the schoolgirl outfit. It looks like the Potemkin versus the Noriyuki, two huge characters in this
Yeah,
game.
this is gonna be a heavy matchup. Literally.
Yeah, I want to say that by default the matchup goes a little bit towards the Noriyuki because of the big
The
hitbox
range,
with
yeah.
Potemkin and the range with something
Yeah.
like that too.
But I think you're also underestimating the super armor that Potemkin has in some of his moves.
Oh no, absolutely. Because Noriyuki has to go in really close to get its big damage off. There's definitely going to be chances for amazing damage with Potemkin Super Buster coming out during those times if they can be really close. Pink versus blue, classic trans flag look here. Let's see what we can do
As a
between the two.
retainer of Kazusa Nosuke, I will face you.
Kazunosuke.
On submission.
All right.
Potemkin versus
Armor-clad Faith.
Nagoriyuki.
This is our
Doing
defending
it.
champion versus a newcomer.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Just back away into the slide head. Oh, doesn't connect.
Very quick moves from Noriyuki to try to do this, but very good defense from Deschamos. Very big champion instinct to go through and keep the defense up against a very aggressive
block.
character sword. Very good counter hit with that flick there to go through and continue the combo.
Oh,
Noriyuki
and we've got
immediately first round into the super heavily Potemkin Busta. Going through and jumping up. Potemkin Busta! Very out of damage.
Oh, I'm surprised that Noriyuki survived that, to be honest with you.
It's an amazing amount of damage they can do out of that. Very
Burst, and it's a
quickly
full
with
burst.
it.
It means the
Very
grab
good. And
is the
another
Potemkin
Buster! That is the advantage. That's just the champion difference right there. Potemkin being able to move in very quickly against Noriyuki between all those large hits. With that super arm, with that dash, it is very easy to close that distance, I suppose.
Yeah.
Would have expected it to be the other way around, but with the Noriyuki, okay, we're going to prove it the other way because immediately first round of
Oh,
damage.
here's the grab.
We're gonna
Oh,
get
the
the grab
grab.
in the corner.
like-
Continuing the damage. Onslaught. Is it going to be a perfect against the champion? No, not quite.
I will say, I have found that with the super armor, what you deal with it is, well, you know my whole thing, I love to grab. I just grab it when he dashes at me, I'm like, alright, grab!
It's a very funny and very unexpected way to do it.
Oh, he doesn't
Immediately!
color cancel into the Buster!
That's over a
That
third.
color cancel
One
is
half
so
the health,
tasty.
2/3 of the health, almost completely gone. Taking every piece of the cake and
Marcy
eating
into
it.
the Buster!
And another Buster!
That
was an
this one,
incredible
that was the
end to the
perfect.
first
That was the reigning champion showing off his.
Oh no! I'm not looking forward to playing against him again.
You know, and I thought I leveled up. A little.
Seriously, see this quick movement from
Oh, the
doing
empty
through
burst,
amazing
though.
moves here. Quick empty burst, yeah, it's gonna be something. You know, I think it's just a handicap that he's setting up for himself. Having been a champion player for so long, going through and dealing absolutely savage amounts of damage to Noriyuki. Once he's taken two pieces of Buster. Not quite enough to close it out, but with a low into another hit to be
Oh,
just
they
enough.
both
Oh,
missed
the
the
double
grab.
grab.
Oh,
Oh, the whip grab with the backdash. Very close. Let's see what Nagoriyuki can do against this. If Adalor can go through and get a little bit more momentum off this, I think
And here comes the Buster.
Nagoriyuki is one of the biggest momentum players in the game. They can go get through and get anything off. They can get amazing
Here comes
momentum
the ult.
going forward and just hold it. But the ult
Lands.
close up
It lands.
against the time he's down to land, do at least a quarter of the HP and go through and get that raw super. Over a third, actually. That's the biggest.
Oh, into the
That's
next
almost as big as one of Potemkin's
Triple
normal
RC.
supers.
stuff.
Going through it. That's one thing a lot of people don't know. The RFCs have very different effects depending on how you use them. If you barely miss a move, they get the blue RFC, which lets you get a little bit of slowed on them just enough time, which might be necessary to go going into the matchup. But
That's the round. That's it.
it's
That's
so
2-1.
hard to
2-0.
see the grab. It's so hard to see that grab and see that space because how big Potemkin is. You're not sure exactly what a hitbox is, but that hand right there is not an available hitbox for you to harass. Unfortunately, in the case of Adalor here.
So the Shemos is using the slide as a great effect at the beginning of the match. And it's kind of scared out of
Close
order
it
to
to
go
this
with
with
the
the
car
speed.
cancel. Because if you don't respect the car cancel, you get hit by the slide grab. If you go to the slide grab, you get hit by the car cancel.
Oh my goodness, it's
Another
gonna be
perfect
perfect in this game. Holy
It
cow.
is!
Another perfect
Potemkin buster.
Potemkin buster. Holy
Potemkin has
moly.
very recently sized hands, I agree.
You've never seen such an enormous Juggernaut character be able to do
Oh,
this
the grab.
much in the game.
He's
Quite
got
a second.
this is
Grab.
five head.
Will there be another? No chance for anything. I imagine Goryuki is trying to do a grab there and get up and
Get on the
punish
other
him
side.
hard.
That was a really nice use of purple arcade on the other side of the door. You can throw him back in the corner.
Very quick repositioning, but
you
not
remember
enough
that.
to go through and deal with
There it
this.
is.
That unending onslaught from rather defensive characters goes in
Get out
and
the
finishes
ring,
that
ladies and
set
gentlemen. I watched
already.
the other one swept.
I will go and,
Yeah.
I suppose, get ready for my next match.
Yes, this is the next
Oh,
round.
no, it's a
is
tie.
Draco versus Night Kiwi.
Oh, what's on my...
And Draco will be on the left side, Kiwi is on the right side.
Okay, gotta compete now.
Most people don't know how to fight pots, to be honest with you. It's just weird. Alrighty, we are getting into the match here. The second round of winners.
Duel 1.
Alright, we've got the Kaikis versus Faust. They kind of dance around a little bit. No hits have come through yet. First hit goes over to Faust. Gets a good block in. He's got Kai in the corner, giving some pressure up so that Kai can not do all this bullshit. Sriracha connects. Hammer does not connect. Now Faust in the corner, but Faust almost like Faust jumps onto his own bag and catches fire, but gives Faust gives Kai a case of Sriracha. Here comes Mini Faust. Mini Faust is not getting hit. He's not getting the first heat. Kai in the corner here. Purple RC. Mix, it gets blocked up. We get low hits. Faust is in the corner. Red RC into the dust hit. Corner. I believe Faust is in the wall here. He is in the wall here. Kai still has first available. On the Stun Edge connects through. And Sriracha connects. What's spicier, Stun Edge or Sriracha? But here comes that overhead. Sriracha gets blocked. Kai's in the corner. Is he going to end up with a... Oh! Faust ends up with the afro and dies with it.
Duel 2.
Very close fight, though. Very close.
Let's rock.
First hit goes to Kai. Kai is getting Faust over here in the corner. Faust is on the back foot here. Let's see how Kiwi gets out of this. He gets into the Sriracha. You have a Stun Edge, I have a Sriracha. Burst. They have a both. Red RC into the burst. Into damage from Kiwi coming through here. The lads are coming through. They get hit. They connect. That flying kick came through from the guy there. Here comes a bunch of items. Oh no. The lads! Give him to jump up and avoid the lads here. But mix connects and the overhead connects. That pulls out Kai's thing. And there is. We've got one more duel in this round.
Duel 3.
Now. First hit goes over to Faust, who's putting some pressure down on this guy. Sriracha connects. Here comes the trumpet, who's going to end up picking it up. I believe it's going to be... Yeah, he was pushed in there. You guys be careful with last hit, Kiwi! Here comes the red RC into that dust. We've seen a couple times the combo dust get dropped. Came from above, red RC. Now Kai keeps in the wall. They're going to come up next to each other. Kai's one hit, and there comes the overhead. That is 1-0. Kiwi.
Duel 1.
Let's rock.
They're up the counter hit coming in for Kai. See how this momentum keeps up going here. Kai does get a lot of rundown options. He is through the wall, and that's the advantage of that. But Mix of Six does connect. The Rocket just but the down H of Leo. Here comes the down H from Kai to connect. Here comes the chair!
Impossible.
The chair sits through the wall. Now they both have some nice meter building. But here comes Rise of Lightning, and I believe Kiwi might have been pressing buttons. He jumps over it, doesn't punish him. And that's the ace from Kai's that is going to be the slash.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Down to the 2 H into the ice lock.
Holy order. DI pop.
Kai got Faust in the corner. Oh, he missed the overhead. There's the first there to keep Kiwi in the corner, not give him any ground. Kiwi is through the wall! And that is 1-1 for this round. Oh. Do we have a disconnection? Connection has been lost. Okay. Well, I can't watch the rest of that. We'll just kind of watch the health bars go, you know, I guess. Looks like Kai's on the back foot right now. So here's my character just dancing. Hopefully it'll let me in with the next round. Yeah. Thought they fixed everything. I guess they didn't. These health bars are very close. Very close. I do like my decorations in my house. Looks like the first duel goes over to Kai Kiske. Kiwi's taking damage here. What's happening in game? We don't know. Looks like Kiwi's health bar is very low and Kai's is not. My character nods like he knows what's going on. Alright, that looks like that is that round. So, Kiwi, if you can back out so that I can get back and spectate, that would be great if you can hear me. Still sitting. Okay. That is now 2-1 for Kai Kiske. Oh, now that it's stopped. Okay. I love how epic the music is for us watching this. See, well, I couldn't mute Kiwi. He probably muted me. Alright, that looks like the first round of, or the first duel of this round is going to Faust. Unless there's a tiny pixel of health. Nope. Okay, first duel went to Faust. Looks like Kai has the advantage here. But the health bars are still relatively even. Will the Funky Doctor or the... I don't know what to call Kai. Win.
Can you hear the bells ding dong?
Believe it is now 2-2. I wish we could get in for this fifth fight, but they're not listening. So the first hit went to Kai. Kai's got the advantage here in front of the boxes here. Yeah, they're still fighting to this day, Adelord. Alright. Set up something for the next round. Deschamos will be playing the winner of this fight. We're down to the 5th round. Alright, looks like this one's really close, but we'll find out who took the first duel. It looks like it was indeed Kaiki's. But it looks like Kiwi got the first hit in the second duel. Looks like Faust is in a bad spot. Know where that is? It's probably the corner. It's probably the corner. Imagining that Faust is probably gone to the wall at some point. One sliver of health. Who's gonna take the match? Looks like some damage going back over to Kai Keys. Is this gonna come down to this round? Kiwi is sitting on this little sliver of health. Nope, that is the round. It goes to Draco.
It's so hard.
We couldn't see the last 3 games.
Wait, why?
It got disconnected, and you had me muted, so you couldn't hear that.
Of course not. You gotta send me a message, buddy.
Well, you were in the middle of the fight. You didn't want to interrupt it. So,
Okay,
moving on
well,
to the next round is Draco Abe. So it's going to be Deschamos versus Draco. With Deschamos on the left. Yeah, it happens.
We were still fighting that day. That is true.
Yeah. They get to see the great how I decorated the house, you know. So we just need Deschamos to come up and be on the left side, and then Draco on the left. That was 3-1, correct?
Oh,
No,
3-2.
3-2. That's right.
Yes. Yeah, dang, you had to go through and pick me or something. That was unfortunate that happened that way. I'll try to pay more attention next time.
It's all right.
Jump between rounds. It was
All right,
a
here we
high-octane
go.
game and very hard to play against. But now it's going to be Kaikisuke versus Potemkin.
How many
two
times
very
did you go
different
through the
characters.
wall in
There
that last round?
we go.
At least
I don't
once.
think at all, actually.
Oh, really? Okay. I saw the giant chunk gone. I'm like, oh, I bet he went through the wall
Mankind
with that
needs
crazy
a
combo.
creative society.
No, it's just
Instead of
Kaikisuke.
reflecting on themselves.
Yeah. But now we get to see Potemkin versus Kai Keys.
I'm not going to say that I have a bias now after that match, but if Potemkin were to win, I wouldn't be upset. But that said, I would have to go against Potemkin once I climb away through Luch's basket. That would be a problem. I would not want to do that. So we're going to see what happens here. Two very different characters once again, with Potemkin being, of course, the very close to the ground character and climbing combos. But that said, it's hard to define Potemkin as a character who is just heavy in grabs, with the way Potemkin's been played by Deschamos recently with incredible combo game, which is not expected from a character like this. The Mega Fisto coming out and doing a ton of
Red
damage.
RC to the kick. Ah.
A solid 10th to the HP with every Mega Fist going down to nearly about 15% of the health left. Let's see what happens here with the ultimate counter. That's one that you cannot fireball against Potemkin. He will
Oh, the
counter.
Red RC though, into the burst being pulled out here.
What happens here with Kaikisuke going in with that projectiles again. The Mega Fist is going over that, just enough air to go through and clear it. Let's see if Kaikisuke can get any hits at all. Oh, the one hit there. Ah, man, this guy, Xander, is very consistent in making sure that he can get a corner combo off when he gets to the very start of it. He can get
Oh, he
a
dropped
break
the combo.
easily. Not enough, though, against Potemkin.
And there goes the Mega Fist.
I agree, Adelord is very hard to go through and listen to the stream at the same time.
Oh, he tried to grab him out of the air. That was really close to that grab.
Very close, yes, but feels like people
Oh, the overhead connect, the counter hit.
Quick overhead, but oh, the
Grab.
quick grab backwards in the corner.
Dragon Punch,
DP out of the corner to go through and continue this aggression from Kaikisuke. Not going anywhere with this, with Potemkin.
Once he grabs it,
Continuously
we're
getting
gonna-
a grab.
Oh,
But
because of
gosh,
that combo,
oh
he gets-
no.
Yes.
But oh, the
Wait, he
burst.
still hits it with the burst.
Burst barely not enough to go through and save time for now. Will Zedder be able to go through and convert this to a full combo? I think he will with that.
Potemkin to the wall.
He's saving for just the right moment, like a Tryndamere ult in League of Legends. You have to make sure you get it just the right time. The ultimate going out and giving just enough damage. Blocking up enough space, the zoning. Very good baiting with the burst to go through and make sure things work out well, and that ended up leading to an amazing closeout for that game. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, the slide.
Very good jump over the Potemkin attack. Let's see the Mega Fist coming again. It is very hard for Xander's team to play into Deschamos with the aggression that Xander's has, because Deschamos is so good at shutting that down instantly, whether it's the grabs or the Mega Fist over the just wrong thing, which works against every other character. Yikes! Very strong hit there against them. Let's see what happens in this next one. That talking fast is hard, guys.
It is. That's the slash. That duel.
Duel 2.
All right, let's see how this next duel goes. Getting a quick slash off, duel going, and very quick aggression early on. That seems to go into more of a neutral stance. The block not quite enough. The burst is gotten out of Deschamos, which means Xander's has a huge opportunity if they go through and get that aggression on again. It seems like they might just have this chance now, but it's not quite against the corner, so they're not going to get quite enough. Oh, not blocking that projectile. Very, very good Deschamos.
Minehead though, getting him some pressure back. Impact
Very
is so
good.
disgusting because even if you block it, you still get stunned.
Yeah, you have to jump over it, make sure you have projectile over, like Foster, you go through and throw a bag at Potemkin afterwards, but Zygius just doesn't have the tools to do that. It seems like that Potemkin's going through and getting a really hard time to tell us. With the ult though, seeing they can counter this, but not enough with the perfect block.
Yeah, really nice block.
But neither has any intention, it's going to be a pure slogfest from here on going. But Xander still does have their burst, just in case. Let's see what happens. Burst is just about to come up, but that's not fast enough, though.
Slow kicks.
Duel 3.
I need some water after all this. This is a lot of aggression. That's just this high-octane sweat. Also, I'm in California.
Oh, here comes the grab.
The grab able to do a ton of damage, clearing out a third of his health immediately into the Potemkin Buster into an RFC into a dust for not much off that, but still it was a great, interesting moveset there. Going through and getting it. And he has so much tension to do another hit.
That is
into it.
2-0.
Holy
Are we
cow.
gonna see Draco get swept? Swept.
Duel 1.
2-0 with the Kaikis guy. I hope he doesn't get swept, because that means that he's going to be in loose back with me, and it's very soon. I do not want to go against him that quickly. I'm not that good. Okay, going really quickly with the Kaikis guy getting a ton of aggression. Oh my god, Deschamos going through with immediate damage quickly, immediately stopping the combo, going into the ult for the maximum damage. Oh, he's got to be very careful, this Kaikis guy player with Xander and Draco. If he stays near too much, he's going to hit with one of those over the head super Potemkin busters, and it's going to be an amazing moment for us commentators. But
oh, he tried to do the car cancel, the car slide.
a very big trap with a lot of players who aren't used to playing against Potemkin, which is most of the players right now who struggle going against this absolute brute in the high tier of upper 10th floor. Is that actually just top of that? Is he 9? We got, but the grab coming in. I didn't mean to throw you off your game there, but oh my goodness, looks like this game's going to be ending much quicker than we expected. We'll be going to Lujas immediately after his next win with Kaikisuke. Let's see what happens with this. Oh, but we got a big burst up. This is going to be the big move from Kai. It goes boosted damage, has no attack, knockback, but
right.
just gets
Well, that is
out.
Deschamos in the winners finals.
Proceeding with the round.
Seems we have a rather strong contender here for a potential double win going forward here, unless maybe I can get in there and do my best.
All right, it's now my turn to fight a bear.
A bear? Oh no, that's a problem.
Yes.
Okay, well, good luck to you. Which side are you on?
I am going to show the stream right now. I am on the left side, and the bear's on the right. Second
All right,
set up here.
come on, get over to the right side.
All right.
Hey, Draco, what happens to us all is a very hard matchup for most people if you were going against a very good Potemkin like Deschamos. Especially with me, I have struggled against him constantly, even as my Faust. And while I admit I have gone against many Potemkins and won, Deschamos is a whole different breed. He is a rough one to go against. All right, but it looks like we're going into this next match with Chip versus Ramlethal. This is a very difficult matchup for both players, depending on the tier of play that you're at. Chip, if they're able to keep up the aggression, is able to shut down Ramlethal completely, but Ramlethal, if they can get one hit off, Chip will go down to at least 3/4 health with the type of combos that Ramlethal has. And it seems like Chris is able to go through and get immediate aggression off, but he's going to be immediately countered by Chip. But Sumo's going through and creating distance and getting a quick hit. That first going out is very good for Chip, going through and able to shut down any other aggression that comes forward. Seems that Ooh, this is a rough back and forth between them. A slugfest, and they already have tension and meter. That's going to go through the wall, no doubt. Doing an enormous amount of HP immediately. That's like Exchange playing to do a ton of damage, but also having no health. Let's see what happens here with the corner. It seems like the burst is gone now, which means when Chris gets the next aggression off, he's going to be able to do a ton of damage, which might be right now with that immediate super. You have to respect that if you're going into this Ramlet Fall. Just expect any wake up to be perfectly safe for the Ramlet Fall because of that super. You have to be very careful. And oh, stopping the counter with that. Chris getting a win off of Chip. That is an amazing development here for Chris. He has not done well with performance right there. I'm glad to see that he's able to close out this amazing battle with this. See what he does here. Flip kick. It is very hard, Deschalmas, to respond to that flip kick against Tai Kisuke. I actually mentioned it earlier that there was a counter to it if you use your 60 properly, and I just didn't do it once in my match because I was so panicked with trying to go through and get something off that I wasn't able to do it or remember that I could use those tools at my disposal. And that's part of playing Guilty Gear at any sort of upper tier, past 4, 5, or 6, is that you have to be very careful with making sure that you can remember that information that you lab out in friends or in the training to go through and make sure that you can counter everything. That's why there's a practice tool in Guilty Gear to make sure you know how to counter at least 2 moves with your characters. But it looks like they're going back into this match that Chip was able to get the win off of on Ramlet Fall. Let's see if Kumo continue that aggression going forward. The Sword of Destiny taking a lot of damage early, but any amount of hits from Ramlet Fall can do a ton of damage to Chip. So let's see if Chris is able to capitalize on that. Ooh, very close. If he's a little bit closer, he can do something great. That dust to catch him out would have been amazing if Chip didn't get that amazing aerial to counter it. Let's see what happens. The burst is gone. Still got hit anyway out of that, but a lot less damage because of the combo. Another burst gone. It's the last match of this set. Let's see if they can go through and not match the set, last round of this match. Oh, not quite enough. Okay, still very much more even than last time going against Chip. It's very difficult to go through and get against him once Chip has any sort of advantage to this go. And this particular player, Kumo, is obviously labbing out insane Chip effectiveness, going through and getting a ton of damage off in the corners to go through and get a very consistent combo, much like what we were having with Draco earlier playing Kisuke, getting a ton of damage off. One thing I would criticize, and it seems like Chris trying to keep up with it, is that he has a very consistent combo in the corner with that Alpha Strike, where if he is lucky enough to get that block just right, Chris might be able to get a counter off, but it's very hard to read that at the moment, and I see he's having a little bit of trouble going through and get the block on the right time. That said, both bursts are down, so again, if Chris can get any damage off on Kumo, then there could be an amazing turnaround here, but it seems like their mid round is going to be very heavily favored for Kumo. But that immediate strike is very strong from the here. We'll knock out at least 20%, 30%, 40%, 50% of Chip's health with a dust in the corner. Chris is doing an amazing comeback here with crossing it just barely, but still, if they were a little further away, that would have been a perfect counter to that super, but unfortunately, Ramlet Fall's already, and the Ramlet Fall super! That is incredible gameplay from Chris going through and almost closing out that round. Let's see if this round is able to go through and move maybe to a 5-man match set. That would be very fun, but we're not going to see that just yet. They're getting a lot of damage off early, but no swords in the corner means that Ramlet Fall's going to get a tough position to counter against. But the dust on 10! Chris has been labbing out the dust and talking to me earlier about this sort of Destiny Johnson. He told me everything he's been practicing with Ramlet Fall recently. He feels that he's recently unlocked a higher level of play by just practicing and grinding in the lab to figure this out and learning just what you can do to go through and counter certain moves. But unfortunately, it seems like that Kumo goes so far against a player like Kumo, who is hyper aggressive and very good at what he does. Unfortunately, closing out the second match of this set. One more match left. We're going to see how that goes for Chris and Kumo here. Alright, going to the next match, we're going to see how this goes. Fun fact, I actually have a mod on my game, and don't tell anyone, don't tell Arxis about this. I have a mod on my game that gives Ramlet Fall shoes because I thought it was funny. They look like little Yeezys, and I appreciate that a lot. Anyway, going back to this match, going through a pretty even match here, going forward, going through and trying to get a very greedy dust hit off Chip, which seems to pay off. Not quite to the extent that Chris wanted, but still able to get off a lot of damage. Very heavily Ramlet Fall favor this beginning, and the dust in the corner! Sword of Destiny Johnson has been doing amazing with carrying this very careful playstyle. Just matters of being able to get the counterattack off. Once they get that counterattack, they are in a great state. So you gotta watch out for Chris going forward. You have to make sure you stay constantly on his ass about this, because otherwise he is going to do a ton of damage to you immediately. You like to give Chip's run and Mr. Krabs blocks all of that. I would laugh too much for that to be a good mod for me, but I would love to see that in some sort of commentary. I love watching Octopimp's games where he's spectating, and he has an entirely different perspective because he has at least 20 mods to go through and completely change the look of the game. It's very funny. It seems like it's going to be a much more even round this time. Not going to be shut out with 2-0 like before with Chip versus Primal Thought here. It seems like there's going to be a lot of aggression coming from Chip again, going through and getting big hits off immediately. Primal Thought taking a big lot of damage. Sword of Destiny doing his very best to go through and keep the distance here, but unfortunately, that distance is immediately covered with Alpha Blade. But the immediate hit with the fireball from Lambert, that see, I only call it fireball because that's the motion. Ooh, going for the dust. Very good movement, but unfortunately, it seems like Kumo is wised up to that strategy. Going through and doing a lot of damage immediately. A rather interesting super. Let's see if he was pressing buttons. He was not pressing buttons. Seems that he's safe for now from the onslaught. A lot of damage, and unfortunately, getting knocked out of losers with a 3-0, but a much closer 3-0 than before. I gotta say, great job to Sword of Destiny for keeping up that aggression and those counter hits, because that is a very hard matchup for anyone, including myself, to go through and keep up with that. Chris, you are still muted on this one. Understood. He didn't say anything to me. He's just, there he is. Okay.
Stream 2. I was just setting up.
There's a lot to do, yeah.
Yeah. So.
You should get a hotkey for both of them.
Well, I do have a hotkey to switch things. I just have to manually type in the next things. So the next round is going to be Night Kiwi versus Panda Player 2.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right, what side am I on?
You are on left side.
Oh,
and
thank
Panda
goodness
is
I
on
have
the
one
right.
advantage. I did not mean to go up here.
Oh, listen, that's.
In a panic state, I went up to the above platform. Wrong place. I did not want to spectate this match. There we go. Okay, I'm standing by. Whew. Let's see what happens.
I will go ahead and
All right, I'm going to do my best to go through
the
and
next
make sure
round will be Adalor versus its Kumo.
Okay, so you two get ready for this because it's going to be an amazing. It's going to be the final match, isn't it? Oh wait, no, it's going to be losers,
No,
isn't it? Never mind.
losers. Yeah, we're in
I got a little mixed up. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm going against
Panda Player 2.
Panda Plays. Is Panda Plays still in the lobby? I think I saw him leaving the lobby earlier. I don't know if he realized it was double elimination, but he's in the chat, so maybe. Panda Plays, please get in and go to the right side. I wish I knew which of these little lobby characters were him. He's entered the room. I think he thought it was single elimination, which is extremely fair. Oh, I'm going against Eno. Oh no. Okay,
No.
see you guys on the other side.
Yes. Guitar to the face time. Or will it be Sriracha to the head? Who knows? Who's next? Don't ask me what that word was. It definitely was a word. Or not a word. I don't know. Here comes the bald eagle. Checking connection. Oh no.
Mankind knew that they could change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts.
Here's Mr. Creepy Dr. Man walking up here.
For hell.
This is Mick Guitari. Like, you know, that guitar is probably the strongest item in this universe because most guitars get destroyed by that.
I can't hold myself back.
Let's take a look.
Faust versus Eno. Duel 1.
All right.
Let's
Go.
rock.
First hit goes over to Eno. Pressure seems to be going south there right now, but we get a counter hit from Eno with that overhead. Gets hit by the bomb. Has to use her first hit out there. Gets hit by the exploding bag of doom. But, oh no, it whiffed! And it gets punished slightly. Got to punish a lot more. That purple RC into that. Hello, Hebe.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Alright, we got the first hit up going over to Eno here. Eno's gotten Bowser in the corner, but he takes the Sriracha to the face and the scalpel with various body parts. Sriracha to the head. Now he's in the corner, overhead. Not looking good for Eno. She keeps taking their Sriracha. The Sriracha's tasty, but not healthy.
Slap.
That was some pressure that did not let up. That is round 1 going to Kiwi.
Duel 1.
1-0.
Let's rock.
Got it.
Counter hit.
Just let it out.
Eno's already lower health deficit. And that counter hit did not help. Here goes Panda's first here. But here's the counter and Kiwi's first. Both first are done. Rockets on check, but Ino's skills do. Jump around. Banana coming through. Nobody gets the banana. No banana for anyone. Faust is on the back foot here. And Red RC may throw this through the wall here. Kiwi is done with this duel. That was duel 1 going over. Ino. Back up. It goes over to Ino again. Ino just loses his overhead here. Yeah. It's just so annoying to get teams like low or high when it goes. So weird. You have to respect that. Slide it crazy. You have to respect that you can also do it with overhead. It's just, I got blue RC gets her out of trouble there. There goes the Sriracha to end the duel. Ino has overhead, so does Faust. Back into Sriracha, into the shop, into the wall, into the banana, into the hammer. Mix. He was still going to be in. Banana has to eat it. There is Ino's first. Mix is knocking back. Counter in. Ooh. There's trouble there, and that is 2-0 going to Kiwi.
Man. Duel 1.
We're gonna have another brilliant. Another sweep and the overhead. Ino's got ridiculous amounts of starting offense. Do the like you call it the wrong name. You can jump up static things. You can jump up horizontal. You do chemical lava, you jump up. There's so many options. It's hard to know what started. In fact, I need to get the last section wrap up the time on blocking the person blocking the bomb. In the corner. Oh, but it whiffs and it gets Sriracha from the trouble, ma'am. Would you like some floor to go with that? Yes, you do. Okay. We are at match point with this. And here's going to get another round off on this. But Mike's drinking Sriracha. Sriracha great with your pasta. On your ramen and everything. Maybe you shouldn't drink it out the bottle. Second stop. Oh, but the chair is blocked. Here goes the punish. But she needs some more Sriracha, but she has burst again. She's gonna lose it. They have to use it.
Don't run.
Feel that?
Use the burst there, back taking a spin from Sriracha, and there goes the Fausto's. Oh, you've got a jump up diagonal spinning move. I do too. Have fun. And that is Kiwi moving on to the next round.
Success.
I get exhausted whenever I go against Ino. It is very hard to think fast enough to go against her. Holy cow, I'm only able to do it that well because I've gone against a lot of Inos in my time.
Alrighty, and the next matchup is Adler versus Kuma. We really were amazed when you beat out the Super twice.
It is a surprisingly slow thing, which you wouldn't expect from someone like Ino who has a lightning fast offense. But something like that, you have to be able to hit the first part of it. So we have the classic matchup.
I have to interrupt you. We have the classic matchup. We have Samurai versus Ninja.
Okay, yeah, we'll see how this goes in this episode of American Ninja Warrior, that's the wrong series, Deadliest Warrior. Go through and see who wins this particular matchup. We're going to hit 300 Noriyukis versus 300 Chips to see who is able to go through and keep up with the most consistent strategy in the long term.
Yeah, Faust is a very weird matchup, especially because nobody plays Faust the same way. Every Faust is different.
That is something I brought up in the very first 2-3-6 tournament when I go through and see the different way Faust plays. Some people do very zoning Faust, some are very hyper-aggressive like me. It's definitely a matchup kind of thing, and if you go against the right one, they're able to switch up how they play immediately, and it's very awkward to go through and learn. Alright, let's see how this goes with the most possibly distracting map in the game, as you see a big, I think it's a big steel Buddha flying in the background at some point coming up soon. Very fun. Many of them.
Chip is taking some damage here. They're both about the same HP. Which means
yeah, relative to Chip's actual HP versus the presenting HP. Absolutely.
Oh, a couple of these swords match up, and Chip is out. The ropes have burst themselves. And Nagoriyuki
is
like
incredibly difficult.
Nagoriyuki just says, "Have you met my blade?"
It really is that kind of intense matchup. But you see, Chip is able to go. You just have to go through and
wall. It's just Beyblade.
This is the exchange when you play as Chip Santa, is that you have some of the highest damage in the game, and you will be an extremely frustrating opponent for anyone to go against right next to. But if they know how to block any of your hits, and you go against someone like a Nagoriyuki or a Ramlethal, you are going to die very quickly.
Yeah.
Even in your matches, I actually was commentating it, you were doing a very good job of getting counter hits on him when you were able to get in your aggression.
Yeah.
You would do like 2/3 of his health immediately. It's an
Yeah,
incredibly
I was
difficult
trying
character.
to I started to realize what he was trying to do here, and I stopped reading it properly. When it comes up, I got the counter off the corner, and I stopped doing it because I was like, oh, I forgot he was a spinning move afterwards, and I was going for something else instead of 6B, I believe. Move that he does.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's something you have to go
But here comes the super, and
Super is gonna go through and yeah, this is gonna.
Oh, no,
quite,
no.
barely not
The
enough.
counter.
Not quite enough. I think he had gotten a hit off before the super was. I think he had gotten through and gotten a hit off on the Nagoriyuki beforehand, which lowered the actual damage from the super because of combo decay. But still, very good.
Got Chip here in the corner. Oh, but now
But
Nagoriyuki
immediately
got
turned
reversal.
around.
But the slap, and that one move here is so annoying because you try to move in, and he just goes, no, you get slapped.
It is not
And
only a
if you
disrespectful
block
move as a 16 normally is, and that easily disrupting the flow of the combo, but it's just a slap to the face literally as well, which is hilarious.
And if you block it, he can do it again very quickly.
That's the beauty of some 16 on some characters like Lilia and Nagoriyuki. You go through and just can spam it outright. It's very intense. Thank you for jumping in, Lawrence Brenner. I just
There goes Chip first.
yeah, going through and doing immediate burst with some bad
there's
look
the
for
double
Jeff going
grab,
through.
but Adlor goes to the grab and gets punished for it.
And another grab. Adlor has to switch up their corner strategy because they keep trying to do those grabs, and no matter who it's against, whether it's almost like Palmer, whether it's Potemkin or Chip Santa, they're able to back up very quickly. I almost did, yes.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
All right,
1-1!
1-1.
time.
Yeah.
Oh god, I hit the wrong part of my voice there when I did that.
Oh, the kick coming through. Chip throws that counter hit. You just burst almost immediately.
Ooh,
They counter
but
each other.
I do love the counter hits that are across the stage because the hitbox extending from the sword is a very funny look.
Oh yeah, it's just like when you fight Faust, you have to get a counter hit off of the scalp.
Yep, it is something you really have to.
Oh, and the
an
reversal.
amazing raw super to counter that incoming hit. That would have hit without a doubt against the Chip, but unfortunately, it was in the corner
I
again,
also
which is a
though,
bad spot.
I've really got to give it to Adlor. He manages his bloodlust very well.
Yes, and it's very hard to go through and avoid the temptation of going through and using all of those moves immediately because those combos apply so much pressure, and you only have some moves that remove that blood gauge and go and get it lower for you. But when you go and play as Nagoriyuki, I've seen some people describe it as it is a lot like playing a samurai in that it's not about which swings you do, it's about which swings you don't do. You have to be very careful with how you control it. So if it brings to the wall very close, I think it at least the tiniest bit of damage off as Chip. They're not
Majority
huge combo.
anything off. Chip's in a bad spot too.
Ooh, but the pressure not quite up. And barely getting that downward hit with that sickle there. Good shit. Wow, stuff.
It's enough. Oh, the grab!
Very good grab. It is a stable part of Adler's playstyle to go through and mix up these grabs in there, and sometimes works for them, sometimes it doesn't. But doing it, he's seeing like a huge amount of aggression.
Grab.
Another
Like,
grab.
likes to run right up to you. Like, okay, you're gonna be right on my hitbox when I stand up. I can grab you, and you're gonna go on the ground.
Oh wait, is that 3? Or is that 2-1?
That's 2-1.
That's 2-1.
2-1.
Sorry, I got a little mixed up there. Oh goodness, I've seen so many Nagoriyuki matches today. It's starting to go through and just make my head spin. All right, let's see what's able to happen here with Chipper. The aggression again, this intense back and forth between them, and the counter hits with each other, going through and getting
in trouble
a
here. He's stuck in the corner against Chip.
yeah, unless he gets a very good grab off because he lets him get close enough, but
Grab,
he
but he
just
get punished
doesn't.
for it, though. He did not get punished for it. He got that.
Oh, he got him rewarded for it. If anything,
Also,
oh,
he
the super,
did-
oh, but the super getting canceled out. Let's see if there's going to be very dangerous territory being close to the Nagoriyuki because at the end of the meter, he has that one half circle slash. If they get that super off
kick!
and it poured, you can just do a kick. That also does it.
You know what you call that?
Closes out
You call that a
games
boot to the head. You remember that?
Very
old
classic reference. So that's
Oh.
all right. right. The grab again is so disheartening sometimes to see Chip Zanna players do an amazing combo streak of 20 hits and then go through and get the same amount of damage dealt back with one grab.
This was almost perfect,
But
back
coming
here.
back, going through and doing amazing
does
hits,
now have
making
burst
another
again.
one of those hits. Ooh, barely missed that sword.
Tries
It
to whip.
tickled his
And
feet.
there's the
Oh, that's going to go through the wall and thing almost even with the health, depending on different movements. Come out, there could be
yeah,
a
but now
very
both players have burst here. So
play.
it's
It all depends on how they play the neutral. Oh, the great jump. Oh, but the amazing anti-air. Oh, but the Roman cancel. If they did a down H there, that would have been enough to
That's
close it out. But so is
That
this.
is,
Holy moly.
that is
You guys get the
3-1.
heart rate pumping with these matches. That was an incredible game. Oh no, Michael.
Great.
Next.
Disappointing.
Yeah, this was
more
it's,
training, you
yes,
may
you
have
were
stood a
fighting
chance.
Adlor now.
Sheesh.
And you are
Okay,
still on
let's
the
go,
left
let's go.
side.
Okay, well that's good on me. Okay, be right back, guys.
All right, next round is, like I mentioned, Night Kiwi versus Adlor. So we'll have to see who is victorious. Oh, I wrote. Ha! Yeah, you were on the right side. Sorry, Adlor. And the winner of this will face Descamos. Alright, wait, y'all never wrote your stuff down. Actually, this is wrong. Hold on.
What's wrong?
Who won versus Descamos and Draco? It was Descamos, right? 3-1?
Oh, is it them? This Chamos won.
Descamos won? Okay. So actually... Okay, yeah, you are still fighting Adlor. I need to...
Okay.
update that.
Good update there.
They didn't know... Oh, nobody reported the scores. I thought that they did.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I should have had a closer eye on that.
Yeah, so it is Adlor. Adlor, you are fighting.
If you ever need to be sure, you can go through and look back at the chat. They're pretty close about doing this. Sorry about that, Adela, but we're going into this now, and good luck. No, take your time for sure.
What? Oh, it was 3-1? 3-0? Okay. I thought it went to 5 for some reason. Alright, here we go.
Mankind knew that they cannot change
And
society.
they're letting the intro play out so that Adlor can breathe. But now we've got the Funky Doctor versus the... okay, back versus Team Mystery. Okay, yeah, I got that part. Okay. Oh, hey, this is my character's background music.
As a retainer of Kazusa Nosuke, I will face you.
Necessary decency.
Patience.
Faust versus Nakoriyuki.
Duel 1. Let's
Very
rock.
big characters and they stick your stuff out. He immediately comes to mix, just knock back. Bloody runs right into the scalpel and an empty burst. Doesn't get hit by the Sriracha, but does get hit by the scalpel. Doesn't run into that again.
I see.
Here comes the mix, it's countered by the Suzuki. Another counter, here comes the burst from Kiwi. And the chair whips! Punishes for it, but Kiwi, Nagoriyuki in a bad spot here. He has to throw that ult or he dies.
Response.
Unfortunately, the blood meter really worked against Adlor there. And the low hit is just... That is the first duel going over to Night Kiwi.
Let's rock.
Kiwi's in a bad spot right now, trying to get some pressure back here. He's kind of left on that corner. He gets hit with the floating paper bag. Here comes the lad. Block there. Not go through, but banana. Here we got some health back. Here comes the lad. But the counter. But the lad did the counter. Here comes another counter. Faust down to one hit.
Duel 3.
And we are the last duel of the first
Coming
good start here. Oh, we got an Afro. Sriracha, the afro is on fire. Many Falcons hit. Oh, that combo into Adlor does still have his burst. We've used it here. Let's save it for the next. No, it doesn't save it for the next round. Too late. He's the wall. He's dead. And that was perfect from Kiwi.
Duel 1.
Let's rock.
And Nick comes through here. The Dr. Man gets him in the foot. Off the grab, lets him pick up the trumpet. So he has to be careful of the lad. That's a perfect block. He's not getting hit by the lad. But Yorigi has it in the corner here. There's the burst from Yorigi. Burst from Kiwi, but unfortunately it's empty. But he did give him some space. But Mr. I'm gonna be a scarecrow. Get away these birds. What? He's speaking of the Yorigi. He can punch him back here. He's just trying to get in here. Trying to manage his one here. He's going up. He's about to have He's about to burst here. Going down. He may lose the match here. That overhead. If you get to remember about these, that move from Faust is if none of the scarecrows move, then he's coming from above. So you have to block. Either the scarecrows move just in a button, because I think you're automatically turned in the direction of Faust. I could be wrong, but I remember that being how it works. But if Faust is smart, he expects this thing to use purple RT in the middle of that to cancel it and then hit you. And he also has the blood going down, and Yuri getting down to one hit. And now it's 2-0 in favor of Nike.
Duel 1.
Alright, this is match set point for who is taking the first hit, but gets that counter hit off with that. They play Ocarina of Time with that bomb there. So he gets hit by that paper exploding bag. And the Sriracha, like I keep saying, it's not safe to just reach Sriracha from the bottom. Here comes the lad, they get blocked. They're trying to get blocked, they get hit, they try to match out. About Daniel spot with the blood meter. Man goes very well right now, but a couple more hits. Both are in one spot, and that is the duel.
Duel 2.
We're at match point. Set point. Moving on to response. About the second round. Raid. Nice special from Apple here. Nice counter. Gets a lot of damage off here. He was in the corner. Like Sriracha says no, because it's by anything else. And burst. Yeah, Faust is really weird. Some of the moves. Oh, the golf club. You can only really hear there's not pushing buttons, and that is it. 3-0 going to Night Kiwi. Admore is out.
Good job, Adel. There was a lot of pressure there. That was really I had to switch up my playstyle so many times. That was really hard. I did not mean to rematch them, sorry. Yeah, Faust is very weird. It's hard to play against if you're not used to him.
Oh, yeah. The only time I've ever had good luck against you was when you were, I've had it showing the wrong words here.
Oh, on the right side.
There
Is
we
that the
go.
end of Losers? Or is there one more?
There's one more. You were in Losers Finals right now, which is you versus Draco, or Draco versus you. You were on the right side this time.
Oh boy, okay.
You
Alright,
get the
Draco.
fight guy.
Again. Okay. Rematch.
Oh man, I'm excited to commentate this one by myself too. Fun. Alright. So who will win? Spindly Dr. Man or I'm Mr. Knight McGee guy?
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1.
Let's rock.
Needing counter from Kiwi with that 6-2. Get the bird and keep him up. But gets the thrust coming back from Tiger. Tiger Sriracha into the golf club. Getting first out of the golf club. That's a lot of damage to give up. But if you need the thing, here comes the lad. Down to almost get spiked. Down to almost get spiked into the lad. But he's got his combo going on. We know this is going to take him around the corner. But the chair almost gets him, but he perfect blocks out of it. But Kiwi going for the wall here. I believe he was against the wall, and that is rule number 1 going over to Taikis. Okay, Zadarath or Draco.
Duel 2.
Let's rock.
Air counter each other. Like, would you like to rock on your counter? I guess would you like whatever my name is called. We got more Sriracha going down here, and Scarecrow, man, down to not figure out which guy throw this time. Got stuck here in the corner. We're going to be exploding. That was an afro-wearing bag. Is out of the wall, but he's still in a bad spot. He's got his burst here. Uses his person to Red RC combo. Gets bursted out. Red RC. We are down to the sliver of health from Kai. Is Down to be able to bring this back. No.
Slap.
And that is
Duel 3.
second duel.
Let's rock.
Counter. Afro for Kai Keith. Kai's got him in the corner here. Roger, your hair is on fire, Kai. Oh, now the numbers on fire. Here comes the lad. Juggled into the lad. This is a really bad spot for Faust, but he slaps out of it with just regular 5 feet. And now Kai is in the corner. Kai is now thrown. Faust in the corner. Red RC to see the combo. I believe this is going to be. There it goes. It is 1-0 Kai.
Challenge me again whenever you like.
Duel 1.
Because almost nobody plays Kai. And nobody plays Faust. And already we've got Kiwi first out. And Kai's picking the rock twice in a row. Here comes Virgil. Kiwi in the corner here. Perfect block is pushing back. Now he jumps underneath, says, haha, you're in the corner now for me. Get it back to the screen. Last, the overhead kick. Ooh, counter coming through. I believe this is going to be cool.
Duel 2.
Let's rock.
Coming out light.
Exploding thing, they both explode. Sriracha. Flash. Get that combo game corner going here. Guys just luck into the corner. Find yourself. We're going to get some pain. That's the disturbance knife in the bar of death.
Positive bonus.
On the rope here, that's the fast first out of the ring.
Slap.
Yep. That's going to be 2-0.
That was a fine bout.
Will Kiwi be able to pull off the reverse sweep here?
Let's rock.
We'll see. I, for one, like silver straight. Unfortunately, Faust is back in the corner. Draco just doing a good job of not letting Kiwi play his game. Kiwi likes to play a very aggressive Faust, and Kai is not letting him do it. And that red RC to go to this combo. Faust through the wall. This could be this duel very soon. But that spicy Sriracha, purple RC, block, you'll head to next, and that is the end of the duel.
I'm in my...
Duel 2.
Let's rock.
All right. Now Kai is letting Kiwi play his game, not just the Kai. Kai gets mixed up by the which Scarecrow am I? Where am I? Where am I? Overhead connects. He's just the last. And now Kai is in the corner. This could be close to draws up the burst here, runs right into that, draws out Kai's burst, floating back. Drops on the deck, what Sriracha does, and that's
Slash.
Slash. We're gonna make it a 1-1 here.
Duel 3.
Let's rock.
Rocky does not connect. He says, no thank you, I've had enough fights today. And unfortunately, TV is now back in the corner, not getting to play his game, but he gets a counter hit. He's gonna be able to pull up the aggression now that he got a couple counters off. But he's still back in the corner. That red RC. He's going to the wall again. There goes the bag. Bag again. And advancing around a little bit.
Lie down.
The counter going off from Kiwi. Just anybody's duel right now.
Danger.
Like Kiwi's in danger right now. Raja connects. The overhead connects. That doesn't connect. The DP connects. There goes the whoever hits next. 2-8 from.
It's so
2-8.
hard.
That 2-8. Oh, that was
I
2-8.
have
Okay.
no
was a
tools
fine
against
bout.
him. I can't do anything. Oh
All right,
my
that
God.
is. That was that a sweep or was it 3-1?
That was 3-0.
3-0. Okay, let me write up this thing real quick. Is
Goodness
Deshamo
gracious. That is
versus
impossible.
Draco.
Holy cow.
I love how long it takes sometimes for this to update. It's like Draco versus Draco.
Yeah, I haven't been able to look at it when it's happening. I keep seeing the chat memes about it.
Was that 3-1 you said or 3-0? I'm sorry.
3-0. 3-0.
3-0. Okay. Well, it looks like we've
Any
got
match I'm in
a
is a
very,
3-something.
very exciting finals coming up. We're gonna have Potemkin versus Kai
cow.
Keys.
It's always a Kai in every tournament for me. Holy cow.
They're just waiting for Deshamos to get back into the room or get on the. There you go.
I think
There's
that's the
Deshamos.
series
There
you
they
see
are.
on a platform. Woo! Okay.
Alrighty, and let's get on into it once it happens.
Once I get back on. Just as a quick reminder, this is double elimination, so if the winner does win, it's going to be a single match set. If Zedareth wins, it's going to be a double set. So we're going to see how this
Yes,
goes, if the
yeah.
bracket reset or not.
Yep, we'll see if that bracket reset. I think we've had 2 bracket resets in the history of the tournament.
Yeah, definitely. One was in the
Yeah.
very first tournament, I believe.
that was you.
Yours truly. Yeah. I have a very good history in losing brackets, except if I go against Zedareth. He is very strong against me. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
Ryan
But it
almost
looks
beat
like
me today, but he had some up last minute. We might have seen the video, but he had.
Yeah, she was very strong and would have brought in a great diversity with cast here. It's actually really cool to see very many Guilty Gear players going through and getting a sample size of 15. You're usually going to get 15 different characters that they're playing, unless they're at the very highest level of gameplay.
Yeah,
You're gonna
we
see,
had
huge
no
variety
mirror
like that.
matches at all. Nobody
Yeah,
played
no
the same
mirror
character.
matches. I don't think that anyone was playing the same character through the entire set at all, which is great.
Oh, the burst into the grab! The burst!
Holy.
He yoinked him out of that burst. Kai said, "Go away." Particularly said, "No, I'm grabbing you."
At least I can always say that whenever I lose, it's always against the people who are going into the finals, and that's always a good feeling, I think.
Right?
But it looks like that this is going to be a very intense match with that Dust again. Oh, he's getting off the full combo this time. We finally get to see what that looks like. Dealing through the wall. Oh my god, there's maybe a fifth of his health left out of all of that combo. That is incredible to see what Potemkin can do if you have it in the right hand. This character who's seen
Oh,
as a
the
low
reversal!
juggernaut, but immediately with that.
Oh.
That is insane.
That was
One
almost
match.
up.
Oh,
Checking
hey guys,
connection.
we're gonna.
Check a connection. We're definitely gonna have to stop their round if they, because I don't want to miss the finals. If
I've informed them in the chat, and I'll ping them in Discord, I think.
okay, cool. Okay, connection has been lost. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So if they'll just stop here.
They are fighting, so I'm gonna go through and ping them in general real quick.
Cool. Appreciate it. As we get to listen to Hit 'em Harder, Hit 'em Harder. God, I love this OST. It's so good.
I'm surprised it was not the one chosen for the tracks of the year for the Game of the Year awards. That was an incredible game
Right?
soundtrack overall. I mean, it seems like it's very. Oh man, that match did not go well for them. Looks like Draco lost that set. Very.
That or they finally got the message and it's just stopping. It's also an option.
I've pinged them over in the Discord, so hopefully they're going to be able to get that message. But it seems like
Panda, we
they're-
can't go in mid-match, so it would be restarting. the
Yeah, they
whole-
need to completely stop.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't go. It won't let you in between duels, basically.
Yeah, so it can't be between duels, can't even be between matches. They have to full end the set.
Yeah.
But it does look like a 3-0. Let's just make up the commentary. It looks like Kaikisa is going in with a Zadalor classic aggression, going with the quick moves, but got hit with the Potemkin Buster again! He is not having a good time out there, but seems like he's just doing itty bits of damage at a time. But Potemkin's defense is just a little too much, only able to get a little bit there, not his full combo in the corner like he's used to, but it seems like just gradually he's able to get itty bits and bits of damage going. But it seems like it's finally starting to go through and get turned around as Kaikisuke is now taking even more damage, but Potemkin slowly getting whittled down. Will it be enough for Kaikisuke to be able to go continue into this game versus Potemkin with Draco at the head? But it seems like Draco's taking damage. We're going to see if this is going to be an incredibly close fight between the two. This wins. This is going to be the end of the set in theory if we were actually watching the match.
Yep.
So we'll see how this one goes. Going through and doing this is technically their third match, so this would be the win. And oh, Draco knocked out again.
Yeah.
So theoretically, they did win, but
Yeah.
just for the footage for the tournament reel after, could you guys?
Yes, that was us.
Run that one back.
We pinged you. That's what we're trying to tell you to stop so we can watch it. So we need to do that one more time. I'm sorry. Due to technical difficulties.
And Best Chamos with the victory dialogue of bad matchup is an incredibly potent thing to say. That is extremely true.
We'd like you to rerun it. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. We did see one match, so let's make it still 1-0 in Dest's favorite.
Yep.
Does that make sense? All right, so
1-0
it's going to be
Dest.
need 2 wins from Dest and 3 wins from, well, 6 wins, I guess, from Draco to go through and get this. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, they were continuing from the 1-0.
Yes.
Sorry about the difficulties. It is just Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, we got strived.
No,
got
it's okay.
Guilty
It happens to
Gear.
all of us, including the best of us, which is me.
Oh. Except when you're on your fight stick. That's when I get the best.
I'm just saying. I never went against Dest. You never know. It's rock paper scissors, really. Okay, now we're in. We can finally go through and appreciate this match to its full potential and see how it goes.
I just noticed Descamo's level on Potemkin is disgustingly high at 393. Jesus.
Duel 1.
Alright, we can start with a card cancel here. Nope. I is now doing his patent aggression. Straight gets the first out. Hammerfall gets stuffed. But here's the wall.
Incredible early damage from Draco, but will he be able to transfer to more damage later to go through and get a proper win? That jump over the screen wide hit. And oh, missing the Potemkin Superbuster. That is just a very important go through
Oh,
hit.
but the stuff here.
Going through and going.
There goes the
hit
full
there
dust.
with a very good. Will it be able to do it? There's no burst on there, so if he gets a good hit, not quite the full combo there, but that DP out of that is an amazing way to
But
punish that
he
over
gets
air
flicked out.
aggression.
But
And oh,
here's the-
one more hit.
Duel 2.
Alrighty.
Let's rock.
Mega Fist. Slide head. God, that hit into that grab is just disgusting.
I gotta say, Panda Plays put it very elegantly with some of the characters in the game. With Anji, 2000, Anji is a very difficult matchup for anyone with those rock, paper, scissors kind of play styles. And it almost feels like that with characters like Potemkin as well, where you don't know if you're gonna get aggression or you're gonna get hit with a grab like that. And, oh, 2 in a row!
That's the duel.
Absolutely brutal.
Justin Anji's a friend of mine from college. He's the president of our esports club. While I was there.
Behold my true
I think he's nowadays now, so.
Unfortunate, but it looks like it's going to be an incredibly... going for the super just to get the extra
He uses the
itty
wall
bit of damage.
to get through the wall.
Yeah, absolutely going through and using that meter. He said he doesn't need the meter, but he's going to get more anyway.
And that is, what, that's 2-0 now? Or is it?
We can go through and check the results after this. Oh, we don't get a screen on that, right? Yeah, it's the first match of the new matches. So 2-0 going into this. Unfortunately, Draco wasn't able to convert that early lead into a proper advantage going into this. But maybe he can do it again.
Get the early burst from Potemkin here.
Yeah, it means the Kaikisuke, if he's able to get the attacks off, he's going to be able to do a lot. But that overtake went right over him. The cross-up.
Oh, but the Mega Fist.
The Mega Fist is an incredible offensive tool for him, and it's able to be a defensive tool as well against Kai with his projectiles. Then it's very hard to adapt to against Kai because those projectiles are part of your range game. And goes to the grab, gets Splinter Short, goes for the move. Perfect spacing from the Draco. The Draco, I meant the Kai player, not the Draco player.
He's Zadder at the game, and there's Zadder at the game and Draco in chat. So.
Yeah, I was going with Zadorith earlier because it's easier for me to go through and read it on screen and be able to say it, but then I realized Draco is probably what they prefer to go by, and then I'm just mixed up. But it's fine, not as mixed up as clearly Potemkin is in the corner. Let's see if they can get off even a single blow. Let's see if they can block it.
Any DLC characters in the pool?
Very interesting, actually. That hasn't been the case. I have been trying to go. I've been running into so many Vikings.
Oh my god!
In
they're
ranks.
so annoying too.
They're very difficult to go against. They're almost like playing against Kai with a non-stop aggression and being able to force you to be close to them. It is a very difficult playstyle to go against. That's why I struggle against Kai. It's the same reason I struggle with Vikings.
The last couple of Vikings I've run into were just like, yes, I want to stand right next to you, and I'm like, I'm gonna grab you because you know.
Yeah, once you get that grab tech down, which you have had since day one of Guilty Gear Strive coming out, it is something that is going to incredibly benefit your gameplay.
Well, I need to stop myself from, I'm going to run and grab. I'm going to run and grab. I need to stop that.
Yeah, you just need to be, I'm going to stand still and grab. That's the real tech. It is part of your evolution as a Guilty Gear player to realize just how those tools can be used and how you can make sure to not get capitalized on. And sometimes it just takes the day.
Her command act, or like a full command kick is really ridiculous.
Is that the Tatami mat?
No, the forward kick is actually short slash. It's weird.
That's going to be a quick round, actually, going towards Draco to 2-1. The could see Draco reset.
Yeah, we're
Draco reset.
Draco reset. The Draco bracket reset. Draco reset. Actually, I think it was. I think you reset the bracket on Draco in that first time. Or was it against Ryan? I don't remember. Oh, Heavenly Protector Buster!
I think it was against Draco. Yeah, back when he was a less experienced Kaikisuke man and didn't know how to play against me, and now has played against me several times, though not in practice. It has led to some very intense back and forth. And I gotta say, as a Faust player, I do best against players who don't know how to play against Faust, and when they learn, it is struggle. And I feel like I've given enough experience to Draco at this point that he understands basically how to counter at least me.
That means you just gotta change it up a little bit.
Yeah, that means I have to start playing, I gotta bring Zato in the next tournament. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, yeah, you Zato. Oh, no, and I know what skin you use on Zato. Not the one I like.
The yellow is just a little bit too obnoxious for me, I'm sorry. But speaking of obnoxious, I'm sure Zeta Response is very obnoxious going against Death Chalmos. Nearly at the end of his rope, this could be the end of the set. And his last life here, and that is gonna be it.
That is the end.
That is the blazing
wins yet again.
365 is the ace. I am a great commentator. 236 tournament. What number tournament is this? Is this like 6?
85? I don't know. No, I call it 236 because that's, you know, combo.
Yes. I mean, what number? How many tournaments have there been? Is this the 6th, 7th?
Because we had, because it started in June of last year, I think.
Yeah, I know we skipped a month or two, though.
Yeah, we skipped November and December, I believe.
And that means the win is going to be towards Dash Chamo!
Yes, indeed. I'm going to go ahead and kill the room here.
Hey, do we want to go ahead and bring them into General here to go through and dock them?
If you'd like to be interviewed, Dash Chamos, please join into General. I'll drag them in here so that this way random people can't jump in too.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, just waiting for Dash Chamos to join.
Yeah, give us a quick way for
held all 236 days of the year, exactly.
Oh, I see Deschamos on Discord now, so it seems like he is going to join us, hopefully. Let's go through and see what happens going into general. Just commentating real life now.
Yes.
You have to keep on the same pace the entire time, otherwise viewers will drop. Okay, you're down. Sweet. Just go ahead and join the general chat in the Blazing 236
Yep,
Discord.
and I'll drag you in.
And there they are.
Congratulations to being the first
Yeah,
person to win back-to-back tournaments.
Thank you. It was a good time. Thanks for hosting.
You're welcome.
Is that the first time
I
you've been
also
back?
appreciate the you
Yeah.
decorated the house since last time. Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, always
I didn't know you
appreciate
could
someone
do that,
taking
and
special care.
I went to a room with a friend of mine that plays Ram. I'm like, whoa, this house is cool. How do I do that? And they're like, oh, you just fish for it now. I'm like, oh. There's a point
It
where
definitely
I,
was
you
not
just
in the
go
game
fishing
for a long
forever,
time.
and then you get the good stuff.
Yeah.
It definitely was not in the game originally, so you're totally understandable for that.
Yeah.
I think it came in with the season pass.
It did.
Like,
Yeah,
probably-
it was one of the newer features.
Yeah, so going through, I get a ton of stuff now. But yeah, great job. Your aggression on Potemkin has been an incredible sight to see. It has been very intense and scary to watch. Yeah, you've done a great job with proving your dominance again and again through all these brackets. What goes into your grind set for this? Do you play Guilty Gear often enough, or is it a constant thing? What's your
So it was-
research regimen?
It was up and down for a bit, but ever since the last one, I kind of got reinvigorated because Kiwi, we had such an awesome set last time. Like, that was so crazy. A lot of like an adaptation from you and from me, and that kind of like reinvigorated me, and I've been practicing a ton ever since.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, I think, is having that adaptability in mid-match. And sometimes it is easy to do with some characters, and some characters just are able to prove time and time again that they can switch it up. And it mainly comes down to the player being ready for that. And you have proven that you are really good at that. And yeah, with 2 wins in a row now, what are you feeling? Who was your hardest matchup, do you think? Do you think it was Draco, or was it a different competitor this time around? Who are you most afraid of going into the next tournament?
So I was worried about your Faust, but also once I saw Kai was here, I really struggle with Kai because I think it's Foundry Arc or whatever his like flip kick is.
Oh, the
It beats a lot of stuff. Like, it beats Mega Fist clean. Like, one of my most common defensive options in the corner is back Mega Fist because, you know, it scoops up your hurt box so high. But if Kai decides to do that move and you back Mega Fist in the corner, you are getting counter hit in the corner and eating a whole lot of damage.
Yeah,
Like, the
against
only
someone like
way to,
Draco, you're getting a full combo into the wall and going through it at the end of it.
Including
exactly,
the
he's
Red
gonna
RC,
get a ton of
too.
meter. Yeah.
God, those Red RCs were disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. But so like I was happy that I actually correctly reacted to at least one flip kick in the earlier set. Because the only thing you can do, especially as Potemkin, is mash jab when you see he's going for the kick. If you mash it a couple times, you can combo it into Heat Knuckle. But yeah, other than that, you just kind of got to pray.
And you said it before, it's a matter of actually seeing it come out, and there's a very short reaction time for something like that, and you have to be on your toes the entire time, and that's something I personally struggle with a lot.
Yeah, because it's one of the many moves in Guilty Gear where if they sneak it in, it's plus on block. So it's Kai's turn again. It's like a little pressure reset. So if if you're in sparked mode or whatever, like if you've blocked an electric projectile.
Yeah, where they're not going to go through and have any knockbacks, so they're right up against you and you can do their full combo again. It is a very difficult thing to get out of. That's why they have to make it just barely risky enough to almost not go for it if you're going at someone who knows, but if you don't know, you are in a heap of trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that was a fun set of matches. I tried to keep it more straightforward. I'm trying to learn some new combos and some new setups, but they're definitely nowhere near consistent enough, especially once like tournament jitters get the best of it. So I'm just like prior to the tournament and before that match, I was literally just sitting in training mode. I set the dummy to faultless defense, and I did Kara Garuda over and over and over and over again. And I was like, that's all I need, baby.
That car cancel at the beginning of that one round into the grab was so great. The car cancel of the Potemkin Buster was just tasty.
Yeah, like there's a lot of options that like it'll lose to, like round start backdash, if they decide to press buttons, if they jump, and a lot of those cases result in Potemkin eating a lot of damage or eating a combo at like the very beginning. But when it does go through, it really sends a
Yeah,
message.
it's all about taking those specific moments and taking
Yeah.
the higher risk things that are safe enough,
Yeah.
and then you're able to go through and get huge advantage
Yeah,
off
it's
it.
just you get it off once and
Exactly.
you condition them to know that, oh, they can do a card cancel at the start of the round at any time. I have to be aware of the possibility now that I know that they can do it.
Exactly. It's exactly like for characters that lack like a DP, but have like an invincible super. It's the same thing. Like you don't want to do it every time, but you got to do it enough times to make them know that like you will do it sometimes, so they can't just run
and
their
doing
pressure
that
for free.
sets you up perfectly for being able to make sure that you can go in and do the opening you want to do. That's not just that, and practice your other openings outside of that, where you obviously have practiced at least 2 or 3 different pocket openers to go through and get ready for different situations. And when you have something like that, they're going to know that you're dangerous and know that you cannot do that, and lets you open up for your own aggression early. And it's very interesting to go through and see
Right,
that
like
play
once
a
you
lot.
land one of those options, you can really run some other game plans that you might not normally.
Right. You're like, I'm a Ram player, so I wake up super. You know, I like to
Yeah.
wake up super. And unfortunately, where I'm at in the ladder right now, nobody respects it, so they just get destroyed by it.
It's
Yeah.
very
It's not the-
weird because getting at that point where you're playing at that level and then going against people like Draco and like Des, where they are a
will.
bit more ready to adapt to something like that. It's almost like a bad habit to get into in some ways, but if you can time it just right, even against high level players, you're going to get a
Yeah,
lot of
well, I
reward
think
off of it.
I think with as easy it is to get meter on Ram, you can use it once or twice to make them think that you're going to do it, and then when they're expecting you to do it, you run up and grab. You're just like, no, all right, hi.
That's the basics of
Exactly.
conditioning. It's why it's
Yeah.
so fun to go through and play these games with the right people. You go through and
Yeah.
get incredible bits of mind games there, and that's where people in like either Smash or in fighting games like Street Fighter go through and get a lot of their most interesting developments. Is that you have those moments like that where you have to go through and condition someone to do one thing, and then bam, you bring out another thing completely.
Yeah,
switches type of
exactly. One of the things that I have been working on that I was able to integrate at least like a little bit is a way better wake up invincible option for Potemkin and for a lot of characters is to do if you have 50% bar, you can do an invincible super and then cancel it into forward drift PRC. Despite that sounding like it should take 100% meter, it takes 50%, and you get the invincibility of the super coupled with the time slow, and then you can just do whatever you want. So like if it turns out that they were just holding that, then you can go into grab. If it turns out that they tried to meaty you with a single hit move, then you'll just blow right through it.
Yeah.
Like it's if they jump, then it's slowed down. You can make them block a heat knuckle and they have to land.
Yeah.
It's a lot of thinking that comes in, which is not an easy place to be in whenever you're
Yeah.
playing the game, having to go through and read what your opponent's doing and then have to think about what they want you to do, and then from there counter that. And then sometimes if they don't think they're conditioning and they are actually not conditioning, they're just going for something, they'll hit you with the thing that you're trying to avoid, which you thought they were conditioning you into. And it's a whole elaborate web of things.
Yeah, so versus Potemkin, 2 of the best defensive options that I always have to end up planning around is if somebody decides to backdash or jump. A lot of pressure strings that are like really, really simple. Like if it's just Garuda, you can just jump out of it. But if he throws in the sweep, that'll beat the jump. Their beating backdash requires a little bit more like preparation and a little bit more thought. But yeah, like there are certain defensive options that if I notice a player is doing a lot, I have to like completely reconfigure my game plan around.
Yeah, I think it's interesting is how weak, as much as a grappler as Potemkin is, how weak he is to throws. Because you got super armor, but super armor doesn't beat the throw. Or a grab,
Yeah.
rather.
Exactly,
That's like if I see a Potemkin that's not as good as you on the ladder, and I see them do what's the one where you dash across the screen and it has super armor?
Hammerfall.
Hammerfall. I will dash at the Hammerfall and grab them. Just
Yep. Yeah, it's super. It's really good. I ran into the Potemkin mirror a while ago, and like twice in the same set, they threw me out of like full screen Hammerfall, and that was when they started like taunting me, and I was like, oh no.
Those
no.
are the situations where you learn the most in a matchup, is going through and going into a mirror and you see just how different a character can be played.
Yeah.
And that's when you can potentially adapt a ton to go through and bring out an incredible change in your game plan, and it leads to some very interesting developments. That's how I learned some moves can be canceled into others personally as Faust, which has really improved my personal game plan with it.
Yeah.
And it just is very interesting to go through and have that experience like that, and something that you can be really lucky if you're able to learn from it, or salty if you realize that you're not the best in that character in the world.
The sad thing for me
Yeah.
is I'm too ADHD to actually have a game plan.
You're preaching to a choir right
I'm
now.
just like, oh hey, I hit this one thing and I can do this into a combo route. That's the most.
Well,
think.
I know this combo. I learned this combo yesterday. I'm gonna
I
keep
play by
trying
feel.
for this combo.
Well, no.
See,
It's
the
more
thing-
like I'm learning my routes and I'm like, oh, I hit a straight hit on this and that can go into this combo. I'm finally being able to
The
do
beauty
that.
of Potemkin is now I get to go and return the single brain cell that I use to the other Potemkins who are playing. I just had to borrow it for a second. But no lie, part of the reason that I play that character is because all these other characters, I see them having to play, like, learn combos, play so well for, like, so long. In Potemkin, you only need, like, 10 seconds of good play.
grab Red RC, dash forward to another grab, easy.
Yep. I just saw a video of Baikon's tether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
if she's-
gotta be
if you-
awful.
if she- If she tethers you and then jumps, you can heavenly, and then after the heavenly, you can combo into 5K and another heavenly.
That's
Digging their own
disgusting.
grave. There is what that is.
It's so silly. It's not even like efficient at all, but it is goofy.
I just thought it was interesting to find out that, because I'm still learning some of the tech, finding out that I can actually do things after I grab somebody with Ram, where I can throw him into a 236 heavy if they're if they're mid screen, and if they're wall, I can hit them with almost any of my basic commands. And
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Also,
oh,
like
wow.
a good one is like anytime you land a grounded throw, it is like a great time to start running any set play, because the hard knockdown and the advantage that you get from a grounded throw, I think it's like way longer than like landing a sweep, or maybe it's just because you're right next to them, but like every character gets to set up whatever dirty nastiness that they want off of a successful ground throw.
Yep. And if the other person tries to mash out of it, they're just that's it.
Yeah. If you, yeah, exactly. Just, like, you can make it really, really far with just one good meaty setup, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
hell, I have Garuda, which is the easiest attack to meaty with in the game, and I get pretty far with it.
Oh yeah, I remember
sometimes,
how many times Kiwi ran into it last tournament. There was one match where you did it 4 times in a row, and Kiwi got hit by all 4 of them.
That
You
was
know,
when,
it's
well,
a
you
difficult
block-
time to go through it at that.
specifically, the specific setup was you kept jumping out of my pressure, and then it took me a while to connect the dots. Somebody else was borrowing the brain cell for a second. Once I had it back, I was like, right, you Garuda sweep, and that catches the jump out. And then if somebody's really, really used to jumping out of your pressure, you can usually Garuda sweep, then make them eat another Garuda sweep, like anywhere between 3 and I think the most I've probably ever hit on someone was like 6 times.
Oh, I'm not the highest amount of hits. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good.
I actually had someone in the tower run into 4 of my 236s in a row. I'm like, how are you running into the Ram 236 that often?
Which one is that?
That's the really slow, half screen long, double sword slam thing. The one that's
like
really
overhead
really,
thing?
Yeah, the one that's
You know-
really negative on.
You
on
can
Yes.
you can look at that and think the same thing about phosphority.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cases where like how does someone run into this like I found there's a Potemkin setup where you do the shoulder bash and then you go into flick and it's a frame trap, and there's a lot of setups like fast characters can just jab out of it. Most characters, it turns out, I think can just 6p out of it,
Yeah.
but it still works all the time and you still see good people doing it. Like I was at a tournament, like an in-person one, so not even online lag. Well, they were playing on PS4s, but whatever. On Sunday, and I saw some really, really good players getting hit by fully charged dust. Like once you're afraid, it's and you're thinking about all the other options. Like if you're just reacting to one option, it's easy. But if you're trying to react to all the different options, then that's where the mental fatigue sets in.
Yeah. Like for me, I was surprised that I hit Chip with that fully charged dust so many times. What was it, 3 times? In the corner? I can't.
So you're fully charged dust into the corner. I think it was 3 times, yeah, against against the chip. That is an
Yeah.
incredibly difficult thing to land. But when you go in the corner against Morelithal, you know you have to be very careful, and those does hit you when crouching. That's the same reason why a lot of those long lagging moves that go across the screen hit, because most of them are overheads.
Yep.
And as such, people aren't ready for that.
Like Ram's pressure is already like riddled with frame traps, so it's very easy to get in a mode as the defending player where you're just too respectful, or you're just looking out for usually looking out for the sword toss so you can do your counterplay based on that. And you're so hyper focused on looking out for that sword toss that you don't even notice that she's glowing orange. Hey, what's this?
Have you ever looked on Dustloop and seen the flavor text they put underneath the animation?
That's always so good.
Yeah, it's let me scroll down to it here. Where did it go? Overview. Let's see. Blanky go bite bite. It's what they put on 5D. They wrote Blanky go bite bite.
Oh, I love that stuff.
Anyway, this has been a fun tournament. We've got.
Thanks
about...
again for for hosting. Oh, if I may, real quickly, I just want to shout out to Bree, my significant other, for always supporting in person. Panda for popping in and getting in the tournament last minute, and then Baka and Duck for being a longtime training partner in fighting games, and the other one for being my longest friend in real life.
Nice. You're also a friend of Shinkari's too, right?
Yeah, we've chatted for a couple times.
Okay.
We're on a couple Discords.
Nice.
Not enough for a shout out or anything like that.
No, I just started to look like
I mean, he could even throw from his
But,
and also Shinkari, we missed your commentary this time, but that's also not to imply that anyone's commentary was less good or anything, because it was all awesome.
Thank you.
All right, I do have one announcement before we head out for the day. The next Blazing 236 tournament, the one for March, will be, well, March 19th, because of the way dates line up. It's great. Thank you, February. So it'll be...
We're having a multiple of 7 for its day number.
Yep. And so we'll be same time, same place. See you all then.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing that. Bye.
Goodbye.